everybody, welcome back to Raw Beef. This is episode 2, and today we're going to be shitting on motivational videos, because motivational videos are in the same genre as, I guess you could say what I'm doing right now is reaction videos. It's anything, like, I don't know what to compare it to. It's almost, it's that fucking bland and repetitive. There's no... Now, there's a difference between, Joe Rogan sitting down with, like, Steve-O versus, like, this shit. I'm talking about this shit, and there's examples on Instagram I could show you, but you already know what I'm talking about. It's like, if you want something, you go get, you get it. I wake up in the morning, and I grind. 24/7, 365, grind. John 3:16. I read that every 5 seconds. It's like, there's a certain point to where you know that the person isn't trying to motivate you based upon their own experiences of being unmotivated. They're trying to motivate you to follow their page so they can sell you their t-shirt brand. There's not really like, I think it's an easy distinction to make these days between, is this something that is worth me fucking watching, or is this something that's basically just the person, like, fiending for followers? They're like, you need to stop paying attention to what other people think, and then they basically showboat themselves with, like, basic human facts of how to be, like, a genuine and motivated person. But it comes to a point where these people who sort of graduated high school, who started posting motivational pictures of, like, Dolly Parton or Eminem or something like that on their Instagram page when they were 12, started, like, recording videos of themselves. And they're like, I know a lot of you out there have never been told that you got to hear this. You got to hear this from your heart right now. Just listen to me. I know that a lot of you, listen to these words. A lot of you out there, a good number, a large amount, have not been told ever in your whole life that someone loves you. Well, guess what? I love you. As my follower, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Please, you need to know that you are loved, and to leave a comment and a like on this post. And then they got all the on YouTube. It's not that bad because you're kind of roping yourself into that on YouTube. But on Instagram just fucking shoves shit into your face. It's like, hey, you want to be motivated today? Check out these therapists that just post basic Wikipedia of CBT therapy techniques on their page, and they're like, my clients, when they say they have no past trauma, I'm walking. You know what I'm talking about? It's just, it's fucking dumb. I don't want to be rude, but I also really enjoy being rude. See, the difference, what you're gonna find here on Raw Beef is me being honest. I'm being completely honest. Motivation is not gonna come from an outward source, and that's the only motivational thing I'm gonna fucking say. You're not gonna watch an Instagram video about how to, like, get yourself, going and a task list when you're depressed to the point where, like I was, where I just, like, pissed the bed because I didn't feel like going to the bathroom. Like, going on Instagram and seeing some guy like, what if you never hit the snooze button again? You could be a multi-billionaire within 45 seconds. Like, I don't really know. I don't. And then you got the people that are, like, just really into, like, just telling you, like, shit. Like, the one thing on their page is just them, like, don't go on Instagram to get for your dopamine. Don't do that. Like, what am I supposed to do? Drugs instead? What are you offering your clients here, or followers is what they really are. What is that? So I just want to look at this. I mean, this is so easy to make. I mean, like, this video, of course, that I'm making right now is meant to not be edited. Because I feel like sometimes when I edit a video, I'm not making it for my own message. I'm making it for the message that I think people want to see. and not the one I want them to hear. And there's a big difference in that. A lot of YouTubers struggle with this, is because you'll post, and what people do like about you, then you embellish that one type of video. And if you make a lot of different videos like I do, that video is usually attached to one of your character traits. So you become just a shell of yourself, and all you are is just like a record label to an audience. And it's not fun anymore. That's when YouTube becomes unfun. And this is the kind of shit that I find fun, is just tearing this shit apart, because I think that it is hurtful to someone's mental health. Because I remember seeing this shit, and it's like, well, all I have to do is like think about my future. It's like, okay, that'll work. And it's like I call it I don't know if this is a real thing. I probably read it somewhere, but like reverse golden rule. Like, okay, so treat others as you want to be treated. What if I'm suicidal? So then I just kill other people? Like, you know, like there's a disconnect from a lot of therapy and online videos, which of course people should understand. But the main problem with the internet is that I don't believe WebMD, or some people do, but I will believe people leave their mental health over here and their physical health over here. And what you have to know, if you ever want to change anything, is that they're one in the same. Because your brain is a muscle, focus is a muscle, motivation is a muscle, that if you don't use it, you don't have it. There's no fucking secret recipe. There's no do this for 30 days, take a cold shower every day, breathe in air from the Himalayas 3 times a week. It doesn't fucking exist. You have to find, even if you hate everything, get motivated to hate things. And then when you get energy for that, you can have that mental muscle, and you can do other things than hate. Or whatever, okay? It's all one and the same. Separating mental health and physical health is like separating the driver of the car and the car. If the driver sucks, the car crashes. If the car sucks, the driver still crashes the car. Okay? There should not be a disconnect. And what the internet has done is made a disconnect. So now when you see mental health videos, you follow it like it's the word of God. But when you see like and then people, of course, it's just that's how it works, okay? Your body and mind are fucking one, because your mind is in your body, which is weird to think about if you're a person inside the body. But that's my spiel before we watch this. And I have to say that I've looked at a couple, and I wanted to blind react to one, because it'd be more fun to do it on the spot. I've not watched this one, but I've watched like 3 like it, and I'm already just in the mood to like mass murder a population. So we're gonna just...
You want to improve? You want to get better? You want to get on a workout program or a clean diet? You want to start a business? Where do you start?
How are you gonna answer that many fucking things in a 3-minute video? You want to start a business? You want to go to the moon? You want to reincarnate Buddha? What? How does that all? This doesn't all fall under the same category. There are lists and objectives in these things. Like, it's just so listless and mindless. Like,
you start right here, and when do you start? You start right now. You initiate the action aggressively.
Who's watching this that isn't already doing well? Or well enough? I don't know who these videos are for. I cannot figure it out. I am seemingly... It is an impossibility for me to figure out this. I just cannot. What is... It's so unspecific. Motivation for someone that is... And I don't even consider myself depressed. That's a fucking DSM-5 thing. Because now I get up for work, and I do this shit, and I help other people, and I don't fucking sit here and I just talk about it. Like, I am a good person. I'm so good and wise and cool and funny. That's not... that's outward motivation. You're trying to project your own motivated state to other people, and it's not going to fucking do anything. And honestly, what I would consider a motivated activity, someone else would say that I was completely unmotivated doing it, that I should have more energy. It's subjective to your own experience what motivation is. And that's where on social media it's lost. You should see a real fucking therapist. And if you don't like your therapist after 2 or 3 sessions, if you're like, this person, now you're not supposed to be friends with your therapist, but if you don't like someone, don't fucking talk, get a different one. And if you can't, tell them everything anyways, because if they tell other people, you can sue them. That's what HIPAA laws are for. If they tell your mom about something you said other than harming yourself or others, then that's the only thing they can talk about. If they talk about anything else to your parents, you can sue the firm. There's no, like... And the thing is if you're unmotivated to the point of where I believe that people that these are made for, I didn't have hunger for success. Success, it's all subjective. Success for me, when I was younger and still using, was to get high that day. That was success. It was a successful day when I passed out instead of falling asleep. That was success. It's subjective. Now I see that that's the opposite of success because I'm clean now and I have separation from those times in my life. I'm still an addict. It's still present in all my behaviors, but I don't use mood or mind altering substance, and that's the difference. For me, that was the difference. And for some, probably a majority, according to statistics, everyone else watching this probably fucking isn't. But for me, it was. That was the problem, is because of course I would seem outwardly depressed to everyone else, because for me, success was laying in bed high. That was good. That was a flawless performance for a day's work. But and I'm not going to talk about other people's. I'm not going to just sit here and you should do this and that. It's just listless and irresponsible to tell people about what to do based on your own experience. You can generalize on what helped you in a general way, unless that person directly relates to you. If they're like have the same interests and morality as you, then tell them what helped you. But telling the entire fucking globe basic CBT therapy, basic motivational jargon, fucking corny bullshit, it's not helping anyone. And what happens if you watch this when you actually need to be motivated and you feel like a shit person because you just all these great visuals.
Go. You have to do it, and you have to do it now. Take that first step and make it happen. Get after it. And get after it here and now.
Your success is going to be predicated more than anything on your hunger and desperation level and your ability to get laser focused and eliminate.
How many people are really trying to start businesses? Like, I know it's a lot, but like, once you already have, I'm trying to figure out who these are for. Like, this is just
Eliminate the distractions in your life. This is what makes us great.
Do not take the easy way out. If you are forced to stand down, so be it. But make that decision based on logic, not on the...
What does that even mean? What are you talking about? How many people have to surrender their ideas? Like, what are you doing? Starting like an anarchical like government takeover? The instinct of surrender. What I know most of you guys want to start your own jewelry business from shit you bought at Hobby Lobby, but that's not gonna go past the school cafeteria until you do the regular things you do to start a business. I don't understand. Like, there's not that many ways to start a business. There's like usually there's one. Like, and if you actually want to do it, you have the motivation to do it, There's nothing past that. There's no, these videos go too deep into things. Why? Like, why do you need to talk about it like that? Like, I don't know. The instinct of surrender goes deep into my bowels. If I surrender, my whole family dies instantaneously.
Instinct of surrender.
If you want to do something great, you're going to have false start after false start. False start after false.
But yeah, like, does that... I don't know, are people just fucking dumb? I guess. I mean, I guess if someone had never lived before, like, if you were an alien trying to, like, become more human, you'd watch this video. Like, oh, yeah, so you're saying if I've never done something before and I do bad at it the first time, that if I try again, I'll do better because I won't make the same mistakes? That is insane. I can't believe humans do that.
Start. Get it going, then you don't. Get it going, then you don't. Your group grows, then it shrinks. I'm telling you right now. Just know that. You're gonna make some money, then you're not.
What is this? What is she doing? Is she okay? Like, what is that facial expression?
I knew someone was better than me. There's more talented people than me. Probably more talented than you. But like my dad said, the best ability is availability. You might...
Holy shit. This guy's fucking... I don't think he's motivated. I think he's motivated to jump over that ledge. I don't think your dad said that. The whole my dad always told me, like, no one's I guess there's a few things that indirectly that I could quote, but like, I don't, how do you remember, son?
Might outwork me for 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, but you ain't gonna beat me over a year. You can't outwork me over 2 years.
What are you talking about? Does it have anything to do with like Bitcoin or some fucking bullshit like that? You can't buy more worthless property than me. I'm gonna be working every day and motivated to be motivational.
You are gonna outwork me over 3 years. I'm gonna get you eventually. I'm a dripping damn faucet.
He just compared himself to a dripping faucet. I don't know, how is that motivational? I wake up every day and I don't do shit until midnight. After midnight, I work on school for 10 whole minutes, but I do it every day. You, at the end of the week, work for 4 hours and then turn your stuff in a timely fashion. I'm always working every day for a very short period of time, lazily and stupidly, because you can't hold focus for that long without getting into the project in a correct manner.
Keep coming at you. You might think I'm knocked out, I just keep coming. I'm too damn tough to give up. I knew they were gonna get tired. They were gonna flinch. They were gonna get down. They quit getting wide. They quit recruiting people. They quit improving themselves. They start sleeping in. They spend all their damn money. I'm not gonna do that stuff. I'm gonna save money. I'm gonna get up early.
I just... Wait, I need the...
Keep getting wide. I'm gonna stay relentless.
What does getting wide mean? I'm getting wider every day. Fuck.
Don't give in to the fears. Don't give in to the setbacks. You're gonna have failure. It's part of the game.
You've got to get hungry and you've got to get focused. And I know these sound like basic things, but go to any area of your life you want something right now. Pick the number one thing you want to change. Body, money, business, relationship, fate. I don't care what it is. How hungry are you? How desperate are you?
How hungry are you? You wanna maybe we could do Uber Eats or something. I mean, it'd probably take a while to get here, and got like peanut butter and jelly and some couple pieces of bread. How hungry are you? I guess like some crackers too if you're just a little peckish.
How laser crazy obsessed focused are
If you're already laser crazy focused obsessed, you wouldn't need to watch this. This is what I'm talking about. Like, what is this?
are you on what it is you want? To the extent you can increase your desperation and hunger and your obsessive focus will be to the extent that you can flourish. Because when those things convene and converge, all of a sudden, the collaborations, the people, the circumstances, the breakthroughs begin to reveal themselves to you. And not only that, reveal themselves to you with momentum and speed at which you cannot believe. You can wake up a year and a half later, be number one in the world at something that you didn't.
Yeah, if you do something every day aggressively, you'd probably get good at it. What the fuck? I don't even
know existed.
Let's find another one. I wanna... No excuses. We got... I like these. I like when they play just movie characters. Just like, and they're usually... We got Joe Rogan. We got Jocko Willink. Okay. Keep on grinding. Yes, this is what I want to hear. That's what I was... 24/7 grind.
There are going to be times that you're going to just struggle and you're going to be tired and you're going to be weary.
Yeah, like today, I didn't want to do anything at all, and I'm not. No, I'm joking. Okay.
You're going to want to quit and you ain't going to have nothing left. But you still got to carry on.
Coach Payne? What is this, like a GTA 5 character?
Live your life, ladies and gentlemen.
What else are you supposed to do? I'm sorry, I take things way too literally, but like... Live your life! Wake up and breathe in oxygen, and eat and drink, and then do something with your mind and body so you don't become a vegetable.
Be excited about life.
How do you just do that? Like, there's no, this is what I'm saying, is there's an actual, like, therapeutic process to rebuilding motivation, because it is not a natural occurrence to be unmotivated. Honestly, I think a lot of the reason for it is because, like I said, it's a mental muscle, and when your mom makes you breakfast, you don't have to work to live, and you get everything for free, and if you cry, you get something, and then you're depressed because you don't do anything, is because everything is done. So when we used to have to, basically what we would consider wilderness survival is how people lived at a certain point. Of course they have motivation to change things, is because they had to do everything. We don't have to do shit in modern times, so there's nothing to... I mean, how do you can't get excited about life if life is unexciting due to convenience. I don't really know how else it is. Like, the most exciting things that happen, like people dying or something like that, are just to fall short because you're rapidly shown another thing that could be considered more or less exciting. And being exposed to everyone's opinions, honestly, I don't really believe is a good thing. I mean, because it comes to a certain point where people who say they have the same ideology have a different opinion, and then you're shown all of it all at once about different topics, and most of the topics are just stupid. Like, they don't matter. Like, are we supposed to talk to this person in this way? Like, I don't want to offend anybody, but like, what do I say? Is it like, I've seen on Instagram people comment like, oh, what are your, like, is it okay if I use female pronouns? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, all right, you're a stupid bitch. Like, huh? So you're still being offensive, right? I mean, no. Like, no one, they don't have to read that far into things. That's the problem, is everyone's an uneducated philosopher. Everyone... And it's like, oh, I don't remember learning about that in school. Yeah, because you were playing with your fucking dick or something. You were doodling on the top of the paper. Things are taught in school. Like, if you pay attention in history class, then it's like, oh yeah, that did happen. I cannot believe the Titanic sank. A boat sank? Oh my god. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Honestly, this is what happens in my regular videos, and I cut it out. But in Raw Beef, we live it in. And I think we're going to half an hour today because everyone has seemed to like the other Raw Beef more than my regular videos. So let's watch a little bit more of this.
Regardless of the struggles, regardless of the circumstances, get excited about being above ground and not under it.
So he's saying, like, get excited about being alive. I guess that's, I mean, it's a good, it's not like they're bad. I'm not saying that the messages that they're preaching are bad. I'm not saying they're bad. It's like, these are good things. But they don't, it's like, if you're hungry, eat food. Okay, where do I get the food? That's the problem with these. That's the disconnect that I was talking about earlier. If you're hungry, you gotta eat. Where? From what do I buy the food with? Like, what should I eat? How much should I eat? You know what I mean? And that's where it becomes subjective, to where it's all for your own experience. It's not, man, if you unmotivated, be motivated. Wake up and be like, man, at least I'm not dead. Dead people don't worry about not being alive. Right? I mean, any religion. I mean, I'd consider myself Baptist Christian, and if you're in hell, you're stuck there. And if you're in heaven, why would you want to be alive again? And if you don't believe in that, which, you know, and I don't want to push anything on anyone, really, but I do also, you know, in my own way. But if you don't, if you were to think, this is just, I don't know, maybe. I'm just going to say this and be done. If you were to imagine what it's like to sleep forever and never wake up, well, that's what being born is sleeping forever and then waking up. So even if you're a complete non-believer in any religious theology, of course a dead person is not going to be caring about being alive because they are dead. Which is why, I don't know, different things like suicide are just a selfish act, because the person is, there's no there, it's like a bomb of pity, because you pity yourself so much and then it explodes and everyone else gets a little bit. And so, I mean, it's just, these are like,
Walk with your head up high and live your life.
just what the.
How many of you have been in a competition where you pushed yourself and you worked so hard and you pushed everything you had within you, and then you got so close to the finish line, your legs gave out. You didn't have nothing else left in your legs. You couldn't run a little bit further. You couldn't pedal that bike a little bit faster because you had nothing else left. That's when the grinder must come out. That's when you got to dig a little bit deeper. That's when you got to go after it a little bit harder than you've ever done in your life.
All I'm saying is that these videos fucking suck. I'm sorry if I just touched on like 45 different topics there, but these videos are trash. If you make motivational videos that are not more maybe specific, I understand people like what they like and don't like what they don't like. But in general, my opinion, so I'm not going to generalize myself into a population, my personal opinion is that these videos fucking blow. Okay? I don't think there's a point to them. I think it's a money grab. I think it's stupid. I think it's not helpful for someone that actually needs motivation. And if you want to get motivated, find a peer support group and join it. That's all the advice that I have to give, because that's what worked for me, is being a part of a group of people with the same problem that help each other. And that's it. There's nothing else for me to say. That's all you're gonna get out of me. If you want a motivational video, there it fucking is. Those past 10 seconds. We're at 30 minutes now, and I love all of you, and I shall see you next time. Adios.